I'll let you declare the start. Or if you are, I'll just tell Watchley we're starting now. Okay.
Pilot, I have you there at 45.
And this is 20 minutes, correct? 26 minutes, aye. Okay, watch lead, we are calling this the start of the 2,000 meter transect.
Got a white dot upper left.
Hey, Roland. I didn't even hear you come in. Go ahead.
That way. Left edge.
Okay, shoreside, this is the start of the 2,000 meter transect.
Copy that.
Mucus strand.
Shoreside, I just want to do a quick comms check with you, make sure I can hear you. This is your pilot here.
Hey, pilot, this is Mike Ford from the Silver Spring ECC for Midwater.
I got you loud and clear.
Great. Thank you.
All right, video. Keep those sharp eyes out.
Yep, looking for anything other than dust. This straight center
Go ahead.
line. More mucus strands.
Okay.
Going wide.
Yep, that's good. Thanks, I got that EK60 on the third screen now. Thank you.
You bet. Right, white, lower left from center.
Lower left. Ah, go ahead.
I think it's just more
Yeah, right
Oh.
now.
slow.
I'm going to push ahead slightly. Maybe we'll get something.
So swirler at the bottom, something alive. It's just a dot though.
I'm not seeing it.
Bottom edge. A dot at the top. Sorry.
You're seeing something that I'm not.
It was giving motion there before.
Copy that.
Are you tilted straight forward right now?
I am at, no, not quite. There you go. Oh, what's this? Go ahead.
Call that marine snow.
Coming back to center. A little bit up. Is that something in the distance right there?
Don't think so. I think it's nearby.
Ah.
Yeah, it's very close. Something center.
Go ahead.
Never mind, it's
Nope. Oh, what's this down here maybe?
yep. Larvation house with larvation in it.
Trying to come back with it.
Okay, yep, that's a larvation house. Yep, and you can see inside the undulating tail of the animal that creates this sort of net of mucus and uses its tail to create a current to collect particles. So that's great. That's good for that. Thank you.
There's another one
So
straight ahead.
Go for it.
We're proceeding on our first midwater transect of a set of midwater transects today.
What is that?
We're at 2,000 meters, which puts us just inside that fatty pelagic zone of the ocean.
Gonna try to come back with it here, Roland.
1,000 meters down to 4,000 is another larvation house. So perhaps see some undulation
it's
inside
starting
the
to
house.
drift
That's
off
really
to
cool.
the lower
Great.
surface.
Yeah,
there.
feel free to follow me down for those.
Okay, coming down.
But let me know when I am doing it so that I can push that ahead.
Okay, I followed you down.
Okay, pushing back ahead just a
Copy
little bit.
that, coming up. Return to 45.
So the midwater of the Earth's oceans are some of the most unexplored areas of the ocean. This is an area in a volume from about
Settle back
200
into
meters
45.
deep,
Perfect.
all the way down close to the bottom. And very few explorations occur in the midwater of the ocean, but it is the largest biome on the planet. Most of the life on the planet does live in this realm, and we've barely scratched the surface at exploring it.
Upper center.
On the
Curve.
expeditions that we conduct, we always make an opportunity to try to explore the midwater, and we see some amazing animals that live in a very unique environment. It's like a siphonophore. It's a prayed siphonophore. You can see at the top the pulsing bells. They're nectophore. And below there's a string
It's getting close to you.
of
Let it
other
go.
parts of the body that do things like capture prey, reproduce, and things like that. So that's a siphonophore. Prey is
Coming back to level.
very cool. Most of what we're looking at right now is marine snow, a lot of particles. There's a connection between the surface ocean and the deep ocean, where algal cells grow at the surface and plankton exists in the upper waters where we are now. And particles from those organisms can sink slowly down to depth and actually provide energy for the benthic.
Left.
There we go. Go for it.
So a lot of these particles that we're seeing are marine snow particles, and some of them are tiny microscopic plankton. It could be a collapsed larvation house that would be sinking, and you'll see over time these will kind of elongate and be sort of a streamer sinking down in the water column. Thank you. So one thing to remember when we're exploring the midwater and you're watching these video feeds is at 2,000 meters here, we're being perfectly lit, and we have excellent high-definition video from Deep Discoverer and Curios. But it is completely dark down here, and the water temperature is about 3.6 Celsius. So it's cold and dark here, and this is pretty much the norm for this part of the ocean all around the world.
Pink upper left. Further out, lower left.
Or you could cram.
Okay.
This like kind of a larvation house. And you can see the animal, the flora inside the net, slowly undulating its tail. That's great.
Good work there, video.
Yep.
That's something in the distance there, video on the right.
Flare. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Another look at another larvation house. Tough to see. It's kind of an inner mesh and sort of an outer mesh encompassing it. Hard to see if there's someone home. Possibly I saw some movement there, so that was a great video. Thank you.
Got something here, video.
Bottom left, this could be a ctenophore.
Where is it? Okay, I'll back up a little bit.
Nope, another larvation house.
Is it?
Not sure if anybody's home on that one. The animals that live inside, the small animal with undulating tail, they will build and inflate these mesh nets that entrain lots of particles, feed, and then when the mesh is clogged and they're done feeding, they'll abandon it and make a new one.
Something ahead, right? No. I think I might be seeing things, video. Is that something in the distance?
Yes. Just trying to locate it.
Oh, that's definitely got somebody home.
Yep, that's got a good view of the animal inside. Making a small current that goes through those mesh nets. Nice.
Okay, clear.
Okay, one up.
It's one of the better ones, that's why I held on to it a little bit. Upper left, jelly.
Ooh, I don't know if he's gonna stop for me. Let's see. Go for it. He's inside my light pole?
Yes, he's
Okay.
nearby.
Try to back up.
Small particle.
There.
See some movement.
Drifting away.
I'm gonna follow you down, pilot.
Go for it. Let me know if I get to like 75 or anything.
Copy that. You're at 060 now.
Very cool. Small jelly.
I definitely moved him
Cool.
around.
Yep, that could be a nectophore from a siphonophore.
Something else.
Been separated from the rest of its body. Very neat. Yep,
Nice.
had all the morphological characteristics of a nectophore on a siphonophore, gelatinous animal that we see a lot with long tentacles.
Pushing back to center.
Right.
Coming back up to 4-5. Got 4-5 there.
Let's just see. That
Where's this guy going?
looks like it might have been more than a mucus strand there.
Looks like maybe it was like a larvation house all wadded up into a single strand.
Could be. Could be a collapse. Yeah, that could be.
Where'd everything go? Upper tilt up a little bit. Yep, upper left, jelly.
Oh, that's a little jelly. Looks like Halicera. Very nice. Like small. Yep, that's perfect. That looks like Halicera.
Get back here. I don't think I have any more tilt view.
Can you rise a little bit? Nope. Go ahead. There's another one down below.
All right, go for it.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like a collapsed larvation house there.
It's flat object center. Mucus strand.
Pilot, when you go off my view, do you want me to let you know, or do you want me to
Yes.
move the camera?
Both. I want you to let me know and move the camera, and then let me know again when I hit 75.
Copy that.
Okay, coming back to level here, rolling.
How long are our transects? Okay.
Tilting up for a look to see if there's anything video.
Yep.
Actually, if you want me to, I can tilt back and forth while we look. Is that
Yeah.
something? No,
I
it's not.
don't think
It's
so.
not. It's not.
Sometimes those strands line up into a straight line. They look like something.
I know.
Seems to be a lot of things in the Sirius view.
Just above.
Something fuzzy just above center.
Go. Okay. Yep.
Yep, looks like a larvation house that's done.
Got into that invisible zone. Lower left, possibly mucus.
Starting to
Swimming
drift
left.
off the starboard.
Did you say top left here?
No, swimming left.
Okay.
That'll work. I think maybe the larvation just swam out of this.
Yep, that looks like it was a larvation.
Five minutes left in this transect.
Copy that, thank you.
Starting to drift off to the starboard pilot.
Copy that. You're not moving anyway, so feel free to follow me around.
After that.
Just left of center.
Up a little bit, you said?
Just left of center. Now it's centered.
Okay. It's still in there.
Yep.
It might be in my invisible zone there.
Yep. Just right of center. Jelly. Sitting nice and idle.
Ah, great. Yep, that's another. That's a small Trachomedusae called, looks like, could be Helicera. Helicera conica has a
It's drifting
very
in.
cone
Oh,
shaped,
yeah.
very pointy bell. Really neat. That's great.
Drifting away.
Thank you. That's great.
straight line, just slightly bottom right. Mucus. Let it go. No, it's different. It's all reflections.
Oh yeah, it's like a little bit longer than it
gone.
looks.
Maybe in an arrow worm or something along that line. Left of center.
Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like a collapsed larvation house, perhaps. Maybe.
Seconds. Let's find something amazing. All right, what's this right in front of us?
Dot.
It is a dot.
Unfortunately, we have to end on said dot.
Like a
Okay.
good sentence.
Okay.
Go ahead and
So we will call that the official end of the 2,000 meter transect.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
What is the like configuration for?
And Mike, just so you know, our next transect we have down is 900, and we will get into our typical recovery tow configuration, so we can get on up there quickly, and then spend more time at the 900
Okay.
transects up to the surface and the rest of the transects. Just want to keep you in the loop there.
feel free to come up a couple
No, that
meters
sounds
here.
perfect. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.
Great.
Coming up.
Actually, which way did I come in here?
And Mike, while I have you on the line, what plankton, we saw a lot of larvaceans during the transect, but what other plankton are abundant in these depths, like around 2,000 meters?
Gonna follow you down.
Sure. Yeah, there's typically we did see a lot of larvations, but we typically do see a lot of larvations at these depths. Certainly at the transect
Delta of 20.
that we run, between 300 and 1,000 meters, we do see a lot of larvation houses. So at times we've seen them at 2,000 meters as well. In addition, we also sometimes see a lot of heating gnats. Heat gnats or arrow worms are also quite popular in our observation. They're great predators for other small plankton that may exist here. So that's certainly it. I saw a lot of marine snow at this depth.
Excellent. I'm just going to push out here then. We'll come tail to tail, and you'll be able to come out of auto heading in just a moment.
And making the best of that. We did see a lot of the larvation houses that are kind of collapsed and abandoned already, which might mean that they are more abundant in more shallower depths as well.
I have you in my PTZ.
And then we saw a few medusae as well, which were kind of neat. Something that could be Halicera is a great medusae to see, and sometimes we see medusae kind of paired up with other types of jellies that may interact with each other.
Come out of auto heading.
There's some jellies that eat other jellies, and sometimes Halicera is a prey item, sometimes it's a predator, so that's certainly possible.
And what technically makes like a larvation leave its house? That we've seen a lot of these like abandoned,
I'm
I guess,
you in my PTZ.
mucus.
I think they kind of make the most of that mesh that they create, that kind of mucus
I got you
mesh,
in my aft can.
and once it's sort of filled and they've maximized the use of that and it's fully clogged, they'll go ahead and move out and make another one.
There we go.
Ah, okay.
Are the lights? Never mind. I guess we're not configuring in any. Okay.
I mean, that's how we sell them anyways. So I don't think I actually changed anything when. Okay. So what can you do? 30 meters per minute?
Yep.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Nope. Coming up. Bouncing between 30 31.
Ah.
Copy that. Do you want me to slow down a bit? I can see you.
Y gracias y buenas tardes. Y gracias a todos están acompañarnos en la tarde de hoy. Estamos en el medio de columna porque estamos caracterizando las comunidades de plancton. Ellos son animales muy chiquitos, microscópicos. Ahora estamos contar de especies de plancton y de diferentes especies de plancton. Ahora estamos subiendo
Slow down for just a second.
a una profundidad a 900 metros y vamos a hacer otro transecto de plancton y para 25-26 minutos y vamos a subir otra vez a 700 metros para 25-26 minutos y 500 y 300 metros. And good afternoon to all those who are listening. Earlier today we did a dive 2,700 meters to look at the geological characteristics of the west wall in the Mona Canyon.
Yeah.
And we are now
Pilot.
beginning a midwater survey to characterize the plankton communities, their microscopic organisms. At different depths. We started at 2,000 meters and did these horizontal transects for about 25 to 26 minutes. And then we are now climbing to about 900 meters to do another transect.
Hydrophone.
And then we'll
Really?
ascend to 700,
Can we turn it on?
500, and 300 meters.
Yeah, it's on. All you gotta do is just listen to the test.
Oh yeah, full featured here. That's cool. Yeah.
We have Mike Ford on the line. He's from the NOAA National Marine Fisheries Service, and he was the one narrating the first transect at 2,000 meters. We saw a lot of larvation houses, some anusas.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Kind of check. All right. Just test. Oh yeah. All right, Delta looks good. Coming up. You could. test. So he can have multiple audio feeds. Oh, and test only. Interesting. Because they can have multiple channels mapped to test. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right?
There must be another. I'm hearing the control room relay
Like XRV or something. I guess I could reduce who I'm talking to, and that will depends on if someone's listening though. You know what I mean? A listener. I don't know how he has it set up. My side tone's pretty low. Check, check.
Check, check.
All right. So we're at 1,834 meters coming up. What's our next stop?
900 meters.
900? Oh, okay, so that means about 900 to go. So we're in tow configuration. I'm pushing out. Ship is stationary.
Yep. I'm a little slow right now.
You can speed it up.
All right.
And I'll adjust it. I think I can reduce my forward way a little bit. You agree?
Yes. I'd keep it up. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 30 meters per minute.
What was
What's
that?
Fernando? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have an ADCP that deep at 900. So I think we'll just have to get there, set up, and then see what it's like. And then if it's too fast or too slow, then we can adjust from there, I guess.
Sounds good. Do you have the Midwater SOP in front of you, Fernando?
Is it that? It's probably, yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Just gonna verbally remind everybody what we're doing. So for the horizontal transects, D2's Zeus camera will be up, pointed horizontal at 0 degrees, unless zooming on a subject. Upper swing arms fully stowed and up, lower swing arms fully stowed and outboard. Engage auto depth or Z bias to stay neutrally buoyant. Sirius's Zeus pointed down at 45 degrees. All light banks on, auto heading engaged. Try to maintain a delta of 15 meters. We'll try to dial in if we need to, as ship moves, a forward speed through the water of about 0.1 knots. So lighting is all stowed. It's easy. Oblique ascents, D2's Zeus camera pointed up at 45 degrees. The camera should be zoomed past the brow with wide focus.
Mains off.
Upper swing arms fully stowed and up. Lower swing arms fully stowed and slightly inboard until lighting is uniform.
That's right.
Main LED banks off. Pilot can either set Z bias or manually adjust vertical thrust. Sirius's Zeus will be pointed down at 45 degrees, kept centered on D2, all light banks on. Try to fly in flying formation with a delta of 20 meters. We'll haul in on the winch at 10 meters per minute. And the pilot matches that ascent rate. And again, we can adjust the vehicle headings and forward speed on the ship to keep marine snow streaming directly towards the camera. All right.
So what's our depths of transects and what's the duration? Nine 753. Sounds good.
What's the beeping noise on the test channel? Do you hear that when you activate yours? Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if that's noise that's been infused in the channel, or if that's from the hydrophone. I guess would be my first question. Like, if we had the ability to turn the hydrophone off, I would like turn the hydrophone off and see if the beeping's there. Oh, okay.
Hey, Steve, thanks for putting that cursor on the EK60 trace. That looks like the heat scattering layer is centered around 500. That means hopefully by the time we get up there, we might have a transect right down the middle of it, and one above it and one below it. The only other feature I saw on the CTD was, looks like the oxygen minimum was around 750, but it was a pretty good size feature, so about 100 meters south. But this is good to have the DSL dialed in. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
At the moment, I just took and unplugged it so that I can manually switch it here. So I'm going to try to switch it using this device, which I haven't used for 6 years.